my layout. Whoa, that just shot. Okay. Wow, this is, oh my gosh. This is rapidly turning into a nightmare. Hello, welcome to the Nerdy Narrative. I'm Leslie, and on this video, I thought it would be fun to go over kind of my January wrap up and what my goals and plans are for February, but do it a little bit differently. I did watch a lot of my booktubers that I follow on YouTube and saw how they did it, and I got the inspiration for this idea from one that I'm following, and I will link her video in the description box below. And so I'm gonna draw my own page for the month of February that shows my goals, and I'm gonna keep it in a cute little binder so that at the end of the year, I'll have a fun little list to look back over to see what all I've done for the year, plus help keep me focused on what all I want to do and reach my goals. So I am drawing my own. I am not an artist. I am the least artistic one in the family. My father actually took drafting in college, and he was just amazing. He still is. The man is 80 years old and he still creates amazing woodworking pieces with so much detail, and he hand draws everything and paints it himself. And so I am not quite that well. As you can see, I have ink all over me because I've already tried to shoot this once and it was just ended in disaster. And I was dumb enough that I used these pens to put my little dots to guide me as I'm making my calendar here. And so it just went from bad to worse. I ended up starting over, and I'm using these pens that I got on Amazon to try, and they're like little felt tip markers and they don't run. So I'm gonna try doing it this time, and I picked some little Valentine's colors. And so I'm gonna get started connecting my boxes for the things that I wanna do. And if my nappy head gets in frame, I apologize. I have naturally curly hair. I have no control over it. I just wet it and hope for the best. Curls have a mind of their own. People ask me all the time, what do I do to my hair to make it look the way it does? And I'm like, well, 90% prayer and 10% luck. Wow, look at there. Screwed that one up. Way to go. And I think I'm going to get my columns. Didn't really leave enough room there for the Y, but you know. We are not going to bark at the neighbors. Maybe this doesn't look as bad as I think it does. Like that episode when Matt Smith was the doctor, the 11th doctor, and he and Amy Pond meet up with Vincent van Gogh, and he thinks he's the worst artist ever. If I'm being honest, this should have said completed, but I ran out of space, so it became complete. Okay. All right. there we go. Columns are made. We are ready to start filling in the information. Okay, had to take a brief intermission to eat some lunch because I was getting a little hangry. So now I want to get this wrapped up so I can take my pups on a, can't say the word because if they hear the word, they go bananas. Like, I take them on at least 3, sometimes 4 a day. And every time they hear that word that starts with a W, they lose their minds. It's like they've never been on one before. It's crazy. Okay, so I have a column for bring up, and bring up are books that I'm still reading in February that I began in January. So they were on the list, they didn't get finished, and so I have 2 of those books, and they are Side Jobs by Jim Butcher and The Sword of Shannara, which should go on the completed column today because I only have 100 pages left, so I'm gonna knock that out for sure today. So those are the only 2 I'm still reading that were from January. On my to-read list, I have, let's see, I got this one I purchased, and I actually used to own this book. It is A Knight in Shining Armor by Jude Deveraux, but when I moved, I had so many boxes of romance novels, and I had everything by Jude Deveraux. And I totally forgot to dig this one out. This is one that I have been a fan of for probably 20 years or more, and I used to read it every single year. It's been several years since I've read it, so I thought for the month of February, I'd like to reread some of my favorite love stories. So this one is definitely on it. And the other one that I got, that is a favorite love story, and I actually believe, okay, this is like in there. Oh, I thought I pre-cut it. Oh, I was wrong. Okay. This one, I have it, and I have this exact looking cover and everything. It's the original cover, but I believe all of my Francine Rivers and my D. Henderson books my mom has, because I believe I loaned them all to her to read. This is, as far as Christian authors, Francine Rivers is my favorite. This is my favorite book by her, and it is a beautiful love story. So this is another one that I wanted to reread for the month of February, the month of love. I also have American Dirt. Then I want to start the second book in the Shannara Chronicles, the Elfstones of Shannara. And then, in keeping with the theme of love, I want to reread the Twilight series because the movies were just completely destroyed the books for me. And I've said, like, and I kept watching the movies thinking, okay, this one they're gonna get, this one they're gonna get. They didn't. They never properly adapted those books to film. They're terrible. Don't waste your time watching any of them. And I never got around to rereading the books to get the actual good story back in my head. So I want to start a reread of that. So I'm going to throw Twilight on here. And then an author that I follow on Instagram, I'm not sure of the pronunciation, but Saffron Amatti, was promoting a new set of 5 novellas that were just recently put on Amazon. And they were promoting the first one for free to try it out if you wanted to get the rest of the books in the little bundle before the weekend went out. So I picked up the first one, The Ghost of a Story. So I want to read that one. And while I did mean to read this one over the weekend to catch the bundle on sale, I didn't get around to it, but that's okay. If the novella is fantastic, then I will not have one single problem in the world buying the rest at full price. I do not mind supporting good authors. Okay, so the completed column, I have not completed any books yet this month, but I do hope to change that today. Book haul. So books that I get this month. So in all fairness, I am late on getting this one out. So it is February 4th, I believe. So I'm a few days late. So I actually did just purchase this month Redeeming Love and A Knight in Shining Armor and American Dirt. American Dirt has not arrived yet, but it is on its way. And then The Ghost of a Story, I'm not going to count because I did get that one free. Unhaul, I don't have anything to put here yet, but I will keep you posted on that when I do my February wrap up, because I do think I might have one there. So I will keep you guys posted. So I will, on the 1st of next month, March 1st, I'll wrap up February and then we'll do a March calendar together. And so now I guess I can add a little artwork. So I'm gonna cheat and use some stickers because I just feel like I have done enough drawing of my own. These are stickers I have left over from my Erin Condren planner that I never finished using. This is my version of a rose. It's as good as it's gonna get. Oh no, I don't have a true, there's a true green. There you go. There's a rose for you. All right, my artisticness has been tapped out. Gonna get my binder. Slide that in there. And that is it. As always, thank you for watching my video. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.